Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to PMDC Online Lecture Room of Chemistry for Grade 12. Today, the topic of our lecture is Oxides of Group 4th, which is taken from Chemistry second year textbook, Chapter 13 S and P block elements. This topic is very important from examination point of view as MCQs has been asked in bias Peshawar year 2010, 2011, 2015 and 2018. The learning outlines of today's lecture are that we will have a brief introduction of oxides of group 4th, then structure of carbon dioxide, structure of silicon dioxide, and nature of group 4th oxides. So dear students, group 4th elements give two types of oxides. Monoxide with oxidation state +2 and dioxide with oxidation state +4. The monoxides of group 4th elements are carbon monoxide, tin monoxide, and lead monoxide. While the dioxides of group 4th elements are carbon dioxide, silicon dioxide, germanium dioxide, tin dioxide, and lead dioxide. The oxides of carbon and silicon are non-metal oxides and covalent in nature, while oxides of tin and lead are metal oxides and ionic. So dear students, first of all, we will talk about carbon dioxide, which is a very important oxide of carbon. Its general properties are that it is a gas, it has linear shape, and it shows sp hybridization. So first of all, we will focus on structure of carbon dioxide. In this slide, you can see the structure of carbon dioxide. It shows that carbon dioxide is formed by the direct combination of carbon with oxygen atoms. The fact that carbon dioxide is a gas suggests that it must consist of simple discrete molecules with double bonds between carbon and oxygen atoms. As molecule is linear, the angle is of 180 degree. As in carbon dioxide, the central atom is carbon and this carbon is sp hybridized. Here you can see the electronic configuration of carbon in the ground state, then its electronic configuration in excited state, and finally the sp hybridized state is shown here, where we have two sp hybrid orbitals which form sigma bond and two unhybridized p orbitals which are used in the formation of pi bond. So dear students, here there is a diagrammatic view of the structure of carbon dioxide. We have also talked about the sp hybridized state of carbon. The sp hybrid orbitals of carbon are involved in sigma bond formation. So one of the sp hybrid orbital of carbon form sigma bond with the 2p orbital of oxygen atom. and the other one, sp hybrid orbital of carbon, forms sigma bond with the second oxygen atom, while the two unhybridized p orbitals are involved in the formation of pi bond with each of the oxygen atom. Next, we will talk about silicon dioxide, which is also known as silica. So let's talk about structure of silicon dioxide. In silicon dioxide, each silicon atom is covalently bonded to four oxygen atoms. Each oxygen atom is covalently bonded to two silicon atoms. The overall ratio is 2 oxygen atoms to each silicon atom, giving the formula SiO2. When four oxygen atoms link with one silicon atom, then a tetrahedral structure is produced. Here you can see the tetrahedral structure of silicon dioxide. This tetrahedral structure of silicon dioxide continues in three dimensions. In this way, a continuous giant silicon oxygen network extends, and a huge crystal of silicon dioxide is produced. Now we will discuss nature of oxides of group 4th. Here we will discuss the acid-base behavior of the group 4th oxides. The acidity of group 4th oxides decreases as we move down the group. Thus carbon dioxide and silicon dioxide are acidic, and germanium dioxide, tin dioxide, and lead dioxide are amphoteric. Among the monoxides of these elements, carbon monoxide is neutral, while silicon monoxide and lead monoxide are amphoteric in nature. The trend is therefore from acidic oxides at the top of the group towards amphoteric ones at the bottom. So first of all, discuss acidic oxides. Carbon dioxide react with water and produce carbonic acid, which means that carbon dioxide is acidic in nature. Silicon dioxide is weakly acidic, so it reacts with strong bases to produce silicates, which shows its acidic nature. Then we discuss amphoteric oxides. Tin oxide react with aqueous sodium hydroxide to produce a complex, which shows its acidic nature. Similarly, tin oxide react with hydrochloric acid to produce tin chloride plus water, which shows its basic nature. It means that tin oxides are amphoteric in nature because it reacts with both acids and bases. Then we will discuss amphoteric oxide of lead. Lead oxide react with hydrochloric acid to produce lead chloride and water, which shows the basic nature of lead oxide. Lead oxide react with aqueous sodium hydroxide to produce a complex, which shows its acidic nature. It means that lead oxides are also amphoteric in nature. So, the dear students, The key points of today's lecture are that the group fourth elements give two types of oxides, monoxide and dioxide. Carbon dioxide, a very important oxide of carbon, is linear in shape, while silicon dioxide is tetrahedral, and the acidity decreases down the group in the group fourth oxides. So, dear students, here there is an assignment for you. You can check out your understanding by trying to answer this assignment. I hope this video will be helpful for you. Take care and thank you.